alive too.
Everyone needs a little lamp.
Amp.
Lamp.
Wait, lights over here. Lamp. That's how I interpreted it.
I think you blew out your speaker there. Please don't break your microphone.
It's a crappy mic, anyways. Honestly, I
No, please don't break your
got
mic.
another one.
I have the biggest lamp just behind my camera.
Nice.
It's called the sun.
Oh my goodness.
Sunset here. Over there for you, it's still like sun.
Yeah.
It is allergy. Shut up. So.
Uh-huh.
It is. Hello to everybody. I know I said that we would go on hiatus,
But we decided otherwise.
but we kind of rushed it last time, and I was sad. So here we are. It was my fault for rushing, and I'm sorry. Does anyone have any announcements?
Queer Questers should be on tomorrow. We had to take a hiatus last week due to finals week biting us all in the ass. Even those who don't take finals week is starting to bite us in the ass. So we should be back tomorrow night. Make sure to tune in to Ryan the Enchanter on Twitch. Make sure you're subscribed to them. Click the little bell icon and let you know when he goes live.
All right, sounds good. Pile of emojis in the corner. What is your announcement?
Look, we had used them earlier today for my Zoom class for training, and everyone was trying to put them up, but we couldn't figure out how to make them go away. So, yes, I have assembled almost a whole party for Chronicles of Naraya. I do not know yet if I'm going to stream it, but it is, I've only got like one more character to actually help someone figure out, and I think I will be at capacity for this particular instance of the game. I'm also working on a beat campaign because I'm insane. But yeah, Chronicles of Naraya is officially going to start soon-ish. Possible streaming, I don't know yet. But if I do stream it, it'll be on twitch.tv/Bard of the Midwest.
All right.
If you like superheroes, if you follow me on TikTok or Instagram at AlphaHannah5311, I have a superhero story that is being uploaded. Usually a chapter every week. I'm actually uploading chapter 21 right now. So if you guys want to read it, it is an enemies to lovers arc. It is very MCU inspired. Please go read it. I have put in a lot of time and effort into the story. Thanks.
Awesome. Go for it, Mitch.
Tales of Exile is back this week. We're just going to be down one player. Also, I am still fundraising for UNICEF's aid for Ukrainian children. The crisis is at its peak right now, and we need to do all the help we can. But when I hit my goal on the 14th of June, I will run a 12-hour live stream in a maid outfit.
In other words, please donate and get us through that last little bit. I mean, please.
What was your Twitch again?
If you wish to donate, go ahead and hop onto my Twitch channel, mnchief_. There was a donate directly to my PayPal, and donate as much as you can afford. Every little bit helps. But I plan on going full tilt because another thing, unfortunately, I'm going to have to get rid of these dreads soon because my hair underneath is getting unhealthy. So I need to let them breathe. But because I'm getting rid of the dreads, that means I can get a pastel uwu wig along with it. When I tell you I'm going full tilt, I mean I'm going full tilt.
Are you gonna get a lace front?
By full tilt, you also need to get the fake boobs.
Oh my god.
Oh,
They
I plan on it.
make like silicone fake chests. You gotta get the fake tits too.
I have an Amazon wish list that I'm going to.
Yeah. Also,
I literally have some, and I cannot show the other side of this box because it is open
yes.
and they are free.
Yes, for the record, Mitch, when you do this, I know you probably would already have perhaps one of your partners over. Do not try and put that on and take it off alone. You will be stuck in that fucking thing for it. They are.
Also, make sure you wear a shirt or a tank top underneath. You will sweat ass.
Oh
You
yeah.
need that to wick the moisture away.
Also, don't forget to order like delivery food after you get your outfit on, because then you're stuck.
Oh, I wouldn't care. I would open that door and that made outfit being like, "Oh, thanks for the pizza."
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I need that. I need that to happen.
Chapter 21 is now uploaded.
Oh my god, I'm gonna go read that soon.
I mean,
Jesus Christ, fake boobs are expensive.
Yeah.
Think about how much actual implants are.
Huh?
All right, I'm sending a TikTok in the chat, and you need to do this. That's all I ask. All I ask of you.
Look, all I'm saying is, once I get the outfit, yes, TikTok content will be made.
Yay! Anyone else have any announcements?
worm.
One of the benefits of having gauges is you realize that random things fit in your ears.
Okay, I
need
loved
more
the
worms now.
Sarah, I loved the meme that you put in our chat.
I am a problem.
That's beautiful.
Also, Sarah. Yes, I
Really?
will.
You putting a glowing puffball on your head last night was not problem enough?
It was effective. I was a light.
You almost stepped on poisonous mushroom.
I really wanted the puffball.
You almost stepped on poisonous mushroom.
Yeah.
I wanted my puffball hat. Think of it this way. Her patron is Gritty, and what do people wear on their heads at sports games? I'm just in
bunnies.
character.
And remember how the ghouls were immediately attracted to you because of the light source? Good luck the rest of this dungeon.
Yep, details.
Also, I love how the party was worried enough about 3 ghouls to avoid a room, walk into the other room, 7 ghouls.
We're like, mistakes have been made.
Granted, we're lucky they didn't get close enough because ghouls are fucking mean.
Oh, getting clawed by one of those, it could be really bad.
I'm not looking forward to that.
Bad news bears, I tells ya.
I'm less worried about that for my character because I don't have a nervous system. However, I am one person. They will still hurt me.
Anyone else have any announcements? We are hoping that GKC will be back up and running on Friday. Keep in mind that we've got some medical emergencies happening in the group, and we just want to make sure that everybody is safe and comfortable and mentally healthy before we continue it. So please do not pressure anybody about this. Let us have lives. We'll see when it happens. Yeah, I guess either we have Pandora next Monday. And I guess that's it. In that case, does anyone want to run a recap for inspiration that they can use possibly in their one-shots? Or after?
We avoided an owlbear. Then we proceeded to set Windmill with Owlbear on fire. After investigating almost all the rooms, apparently one of the rooms was a walk-in freezer of some sorts. Zenzi's looted it of all the food.
Poor Chonga has been missing in action for a while, and all of this is news.
Finals week,
down-
man.
Down in the area where the owlbear was, I believe Gerald and Galen were down there. Found out that said windmill used to be home to the baddest of bad necromancers. Just bad vibes all around. And the equivalent of the Necronomicon book that was supposed to be there was missing.
Necronomicon Ex Corvum. I did not
Yep.
make it up. Don't yell at me. It came with the book.
It was supposed to be down there. No, the book was missing, so that's bad. That's very, very bad. So we're just like, let's get the fuck out of here and get Alden back home because he's not looking too good. So we made our way back to the Alder Heart. And it was decided that the council's like, you know what, we'll be nice to the humble folk. We'll give them their own guard because, you know, we have the perch guard and stuff because we are racist towards people with legs and no wings. I'm sorry, this is animal racism and I am calling it out.
That's the thing that caught me with the book, which is why I'm kind of like pointing it out so much, because I'm like, this is a problem, and this...
Okay, so birds are racist to animals who don't fly in this book, and I am saying it out loud.
Mhm.
And you know what? I'm siding with the coalition a lot more, especially since they're humble folk led.
And
you know
that's why
what? The coalition is not bad.
So,
A little misguided, but not bad. So we now have a humble folk guard that Zinzi's is actually going to go and train a bunch of the guardsmen in fighting, in shooting, and all that. She got a new cool short sword. And since we kind of rushed it, we all began to just kind of go our separate ways for the time skip.
yep. And we are going to roll that back a little bit so that we can actually enjoy the, like, bringing Alden home.
Did I get my inspiration?
It's
You
Basically
got
how
your
we-
inspiration.
Basically, how we ended was like we just got Alden to his house, shoved him inside, and went home.
Yeah, let's not do it that way.
Not.
Let's be a little bit nicer instead of
Okay.
just being like, okay, you're home. We're gonna just fuck off and do our own thing. All right. So, with that in mind, after your long travel, you have all arrived. And I feel like I need to say this. Real quick reminder, Mitch. This takes place before your story, so some information that you don't have yet
What information?
about a certain spa owner.
Okay, yeah, sure.
You don't have that information.
You don't know, eh?
Compartmentalize, Mitch. Compartmentalize.
That was the angriest mute I've ever heard.
Much like Cassandra Cain, the loudest silence. Imagine the biggest pouty face.
Thanks, I hate it.
You actually love it. What you're mad about is the fact that you can't RP knowing it yet.
Let's make your childish flailing even better. You have.
Yes, Predator it out.
Let's see. What's my checklist for what's my checklist for tantrum? For tantrum.
So,
I'm doing the whole game like this now. I don't care.
you have all arrived at the Alder Heart itself, making your way through that winding trunk on your way up. It's slow going because you have someone who's having a hard time with walking with you. He's healed, he's scarred. A lot of the injuries you can see had been left to heal on their own. and had not healed properly, so he does have a limp going. But you are able to rise in the trunk and come out at the Canopy Market. What would you all like to do?
What time of day is it currently that we are arriving?
I'll say it's currently about... It's probably close to noon, 11:30ish.
How busy is the market this day?
It's bustling. It's pretty busy. No one seems to really be paying you guys any mind as they are going about their regular business. It's an ordinary day at the Canopy Market.
Well, Alden, for any stop, I was thinking we had to send you off to Conrad first. Let him know that you're alive.
That would probably be best. Yeah, I'll head that way.
Well, you're not going off by yourself. If you think we came all the way here, if we let you run off unattended again, you're sorely mistaken. I don't think that old man's gonna leave you unsupervised until you're better.
You have no idea.
I might have some idea, but I mind my business. He said this lying. He does not mind his business. Are there any local food stands out on the way towards the
Oh yeah, there's... You guys are heading towards the Council Plaza, where you know that Conrad probably would be at this time of day. Should negotiations not be taking place at the moment, Galen, you do know that until this matter has been resolved, negotiations are at a halt. It's basically like, if this gets resolved, pieces will be achieved. If it's not resolved, shit's starting up again.
Yeah, Toys again was probably like, we should definitely report this to the council, to its suite, as it were. Otherwise, nothing's going to get resolved, and then we're just going to go back to square one.
I don't like that square.
Nobody likes that square.
Oh, I guess we're heading towards the plaza then.
Yeah,
There are plenty of places on the way to the plaza where you can get food. You can...
Would we be passing Sprinkles at all on the way up the...
No,
the tree?
Sprinkles is located in the roots.
Yeah,
Well, I figured we were climbing the tree.
So when you climb the tree, you actually go... It's like an external level. To go through the roots is a whole different
I see.
passageway.
Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
really.
It's a weird... Like, there's like an external stair to climb just up, and then you can go in and then up through, but
It's like a split level home. You go up the stairs and then you enter in and you have to go up or down the stairs.
And there's there's another area right off of the trunk that works as kind of like a goods lift that does work like that goes all the way up, but that's reserved for merchant wagons and such.
Makes sense.
Yeah, Gerald's going to see if he can find and then he's going to hand Alden ice cream. He's going to get Alden just a cone of ice cream. Just like...
You're not going to find so much ice cream.
Shaved ice, maybe.
But you would find like candied berries and things like that easy enough.
Some sort of sweet treat, just like here.
Oh, well. Thank you very much. It'll cost you like a silver.
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's just a tiny little bag. It's like dried apricots.
Yeah. Or those roasted nuts you get at the fair.
Is everybody heading to the council plaza?
Yes, I would like to let them know that Barnabas has access to some of their mail. and what was in the mail that I found. So yes.
You make your way to the council plaza. As usual, there are members of the Perch Guard waiting outside the plaza grounds who see you, realize who you are, and just don't. They don't stop. They don't try.
We don't even stop.
Yeah, they're just like, all right. And you are
Tim.
you are motioned inside. Give me 1 second.
His shoulder. You know, you're one of those pops from a part of your body you forgot could pop, and you're like, ah. It wasn't even painful. You just go, ow.
Also, this episode is brought to you by water. Drink it. Hydrate or dehydrate, bitch.
I'm just gonna look for my council plaza map.
Anna, make me.
You gonna try me?
Please don't poke the bear.
Someone's getting spicy.
Don't poke the owlbear.
Don't poke me. Don't poke the owlbear.
What was the quote inside of the kids' version of? It was like a mini kids' version of the magical beasts and where to find them. Like there's like just little depictions. It was do not poke sleeping dragons.
That was from Harry Potter. It's literally
Never
the
tickle
fucking
a
motto
sleeping
of the
dragon.
school.
Yeah, I know it's about school, but it's also that's where I first like read the whole thing because in the beginning of this little kids book, it was a quote from Albus Dumbledore explaining why that was the name for it. Like, oh, well, no one at school listened to that particular motto.
Never poke a sleeping dragon
Listen,
unless.
I don't understand why they made rules at Hogwarts when they
Don't either.
very clearly get broken every goddamn year.
Not only broken by students, but broken by the fucking headmaster.
Yeah.
Whose literal excuse was
McGonagall's
because
like,
I can.
McGonagall's like, Albus, how do you expect the students to follow your
Albus.
example?
I don't.
Am I the only
Okay.
one who has any goddamn sense around here?
I'm gonna continue this derailment because I can, but you all know the TikToker who does an amazing
Yes.
McGonagall,
Yes,
right?
I love
love her.
so much.
She recently did a
Yes.
McGonagall teaching the dance to the Lizzo song.
Yes!
To the students. And it was glorious.
No, you
I'm
throw
so-
it back.
I still can't get over the video of them doing the Defenders of Hogwarts on a fucking horse
Yes.
riding into battle.
What? Oh my god.
And if it's not that, it's the girl who plays the oblivious student who has no idea what's going on, which is like, ow, ow, Sylvia, what's wrong? I got punched by a tree.
Or that, oh no, and she also like keeps summoning Draco. No.
You can't keep summoning Draco Malfoy. Now go and apologize immediately. Axio, no!
Go find him.
Anyway, alright, so you guys head into the council plaza. Where are you heading first? You do know there are a couple of council members' offices. There's also like where they have their courthouse where they do their actual like meetings and such. There's the jail. There's a few places that you can look.
I guess easy question is whose office is closest to the gate? Or they're sort of equidistant?
They're pretty equidistant.
I'm guessing we should probably take them to Conrad's first. That's Gerald's instinct is to take him to he knows if they don't take he said, okay, I can either worry Conrad longer than necessary, which can only end badly, or we can get yelled at by Warwick for not bringing his sergeant to him immediately. I'll take Warwick over Conrad. He goes, head towards Conrad's office. We heal the emotional wound first. Deal with the politician later.
All right. And you can see that Alden has no problem with going to Speaker Conrad's first and starts heading off in that direction. You guys get to his typical neutral no-show
No
office. And knock on the door, and after a moment you do hear a voice just say, "Enter."
Zero will open the door and sort of lead Alden in. Special delivery.
Sitting behind the desk, you do see Speaker Conrad, and he kind of looks up from his papers. And everyone make an insight check.
Oh boy. Insight's the hardest man to read ever.
He is that.
I'll take it.
I don't think he's unreadable.
Come on, digital dice, why aren't you working?
There you go.
27 with a natural 20.
Damn. Okay.
21 with a natural 20. Thank you, advantage.
The 26 with a 17.
Okay.
What'd you get, Galen?
21.
Oh,
It's still a natural 20, but I get advantage
Yes.
because Corvums.
fuck yeah.
I
My
almost
digital
told
dice aren't working. What the fuck?
Oh, no.
Reload your page.
I
you.
If you have to use physical dice, use physical dice.
don't want to
know.
pull my physical dice out. I'm tired.
I can roll for you.
Nah, hold on.
Yeah, I went to check. It's not rolling on our end either.
Oh,
Rolled for Shonga.
Tonga was able to roll.
Yeah.
I was able to
Okay,
roll.
I guess I must relent and pull a physical die out. Fuck you, D&D Beyond.
I was able to roll as well. Interesting.
Oh, damn it, D&D Beyond. This is why we're kind of
Natural
missed things.
20!
Yeah.
Is that-
Minimum for this check.
Yes!
Is that 3
Three for
natural
3.
20s?
Yes.
Yeah, close. No.
I'll
Yeah,
take a
wait.
picture of it.
That's
roll an
amazing.
insight check. Hannah.
What did I miss?
Everyone's
check.
come into the office to see Conrad sitting at his desk as you guys arrive, and 3 natural 20s on insight have been rolled.
Jeez.
Yeah, Gerald moved in with Alden with special delivery because he's a genius.
Come on, make it 4. Make it 4.
Oh my god, these are amazing.
And
Rolling insight, correct?
Yes.
insight, yes.
Come on, make it 4. Make it 4.
9.
Changa, did you roll an insight?
17, I think they got.
Got a
to.
17.
Oh, 17. Okay. I don't know why I missed that. Here's the funny part. 3 natural 20s against his natural 1.
Oh, he is an open book.
Which
He
is
is-
appropriate
So
for the
we all
situation.
insight him.
Everyone
Anyways.
incites him, but some of you, it's just like, this is not.
Right.
I'll say, if you. It's more like when, because he rolled a natural 1, when you guys enter, he doesn't even like recognize the special delivery comment. It's like, none of you guys are there. He sits back in his seat, has a huge sigh of relief, and then gets up and just gives Alden the hugest hug. And those who rolled the natural 20, this is parental.
Mm-hmm.
This is a family thing that you're gathering. So this is not just like, I almost lost one of my best agents. This is, I raised this person and they were gone.
Zero's back of his mind. So this is what this is supposed to feel like. He'll sort of help Alden.
Funnily enough, Gate is like, huh. Alright.
Yeah. Daryl will help him closer.
Then this is just like, I've sensed this same energy from my dad, and I'm actually terrified that it's coming from this person.
After a while, he does kind of he lets go, and then kind of looks over Alden, and then kind of notices all of you, and he does one of those. Thank you. And you can see he's trying to compose himself.
Oh,
like
no,
he
please,
didn't
carry
just
on.
do that. He's a very private person.
Come on, let it out. It's fine. We're all friends here.
I appreciate your efforts.
He has eaten, by the way.
Galen's given Avery this exact look, just
Conrad.
Or Conrad, yeah. Avery's a totally different.
Conrad.
Avery's not in the room.
Giving Conrad this exact same face, just.
This will certainly help in many aspects. It appears that I have quite a bit more work to do now. And he still kind of like has his hand on Alden's shoulder. It's definitely that timid, if you've rolled a natural 20, it's that like, it's that parental, if I let go, he'll disappear kind of a thing.
Joel just kind of smiles and then turns back toward the door. Let's give them a minute.
Agreed.
I need to go find Brenna. Brenna. Yeah.
Look, you can't say Benna. I can't say
Brenna. Brenna is Idrisil. Benna is this.
The slow replay. Well, I need to go find Benna, so if anyone wants to join me.
Yes, she's likely, Speaker Avery's been putting her up in her office since you've left, so that she's a little closer to the council grounds in case you returned.
So pop in and see them and give you some time.
I will catch up with you in a moment.
Take your time.
Galen slyly hands Conrad a handkerchief, just.
He doesn't react. Or tries not to.
His eyes are on Alden right now.
Just-
He's not looking away from him. If I blink, if I don't blink, he won't go away.
Thank
Places
you.
on the. Yep. And
Yeah,
leaves.
moving on up.
Making our way.
Making away. Now, where's Avery's office?
Avery's office is not far. They're all the speaker's offices, other than actually all the speaker's offices are in this general area. It's very easy to get to. Hers is very elegant, very beautiful, and what you'd expect from the office of a wizard.
Extra.
Yes.
This is why Gerald likes her. It's like, no, I can appreciate this.
Future Galen is called out right now.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and soon enough, one of her pages opens the door and gestures you all inside. And Galen, there's a stark contrast between all of you can see, but Galen, you're just like, really, because you've been with Benna for a while. Between the sweet, gentle smile of Speaker Avery and the I don't want to be here, Benna. It's just, she's a very stern person.
Mhm. Good news. We got him. He's currently with Conrad.
Oh, that is wonderful news. I hope the trip wasn't too rough on any of you.
Gerald stares out the window for a minute. Well, we all made it out in one piece, so.
Make a deception check.
Do I disadvantage?
Yeah, it was great.
And while you're doing that, Bennett goes over to Galen and goes, so I see you've caught up. Are you muted?
I think you're muted.
I want to explain how they found me, because I still have some pride left in me.
Make a
they have-
deception check.
Showery just pipes up. Didn't we find you in a net?
Fuck up!
No, Shauri, I believe you are correct, Shauri.
Even with advantage, I rolled 2 4s.
I rolled. Do I have disadvantage? Because I definitely let my face slip there for a minute.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, that sounds more like it. 12.
12?
I almost rolled a 21.
She's insightful.
I have a +9 to my deception. Okay, it's hard for me to roll badly.
She's very insightful.
Oh no.
Let's see.
Mm.
She's just an
But-
interesting one in general.
But Gayla just looks over the shower at that comment, just being like, "Showery."
You just
I
see
said it.
this evil grin kind of cross her beak. She doesn't say anything.
She doesn't say anything, Gerald. She just, I see.
He's just like,
And Benna is just like a fucking nit.
he's a wizard.
It was an old tower with old traps.
Why the fuck did I send you?
Because I know this group better.
Fuck.
He actually came in quite handy in discovering some other
Oh.
unfortunate details about.
Are we alone?
There's the speaker, there's Benna Saradin, and there's a couple pages running around.
Galen kind of looks at Gerald just.
Maybe later. Maybe later.
Hmm.
Additional details best left in private.
Absolutely.
Well, I suppose I can understand that, but if it is something of importance, I would like to be informed at some point.
Oh, you will. Oh, you will.
He kind of raises a finger. He points back at Showery. Showery, you have something that's not entirely secret to share.
Yes, and I start pulling out the letters that I found, specifically the 3 from the council. No, 2 from the council. I'm sorry. One was signed by Warwick Nightfeather. It was about the reorganizing of town patrols across different towns, and then one by Rowanclaw, I think, or Ravenclaw, one of the 2, listing towns that have requested money.
Should be
Funds
Riken
and soldiers.
Ravenclaw, then where's the Gryffindor, the Hufflepuff, and Slytherins?
If I'm not
I said that
mistaken-
when I wrote it down, but I can't remember if that's actually what I heard or not.
No, it's not. It's Ryken, Ryken.
Right?
Oh, that's very different. Ryken.
And his last name is Wormclaw.
Wormclaw.
Wyrmclaw.
Even.
Okay, I see how I mixed things up then, because I wrote most of those letters, but not in that order.
Just gotta jumble around a little bit. It's fine.
And I let Avery know that I think you should maybe change some of these decisions, or at least figure out a new way to get this kind of information across, because Barnabas has access to this information now. And I would not be surprised if he is using it to use it to forge letters as well. So
That is
maybe get
most
some
troubling. Yes, I will bring it to the attention of Speaker Beta and Speaker Conrad as soon as possible. Thank you for bringing this to my attention.
Of course.
Benna walks over to Zinzi's. It's just in her normal, like, looming way. She doesn't mean to be looming.
Very tall.
Looking up at her.
Arrangements have been made that once their recently returned individual came back and in relative good health, papers are to be signed and things will move forward. With that in mind, have you given thought to what I discussed with you?
I have.
And
I'll do it.
you see the slightest smile crack on her face. Good.
Gerald and Gaylor are like, Gerald's like, don't react. Oh, she'll murder us. You know she will. Shut up.
And then she reaches off onto her belt and puts her hand on her hilt.
Insight.
And roll an insight check.
I mean, okay.
Y'all have no idea what Benna discussed with Zenzi.
25?
25.
Yeah, 18 plus 7.
She's using her off hand to grab the one on that hip. It's not hostile in nature. As she grabs the sheath itself and pulls it out and just thrusts it down in your direction, Cincy's. She's not one for ceremony.
I grab it.
Hopefully that'll help people be aware of your new status.
This is much appreciated, ma'am.
And you can add to your inventory
I think I have it already.
the Blade of the Wind.
Yeah, I got that.
Yes.
The blade of the wood.
Blade of the Wood, that's it, thank you.
Yep, I got that in my inventory
Good.
already.
Since we rushed through that last time, we're actually, like, doing it this time.
Because Zinzi's already has a rapier attached to her belt, she's gonna remove that and the frog that it's on and replace it with the short sword.
It's pretty big on you right now,
Yeah.
but as you're sitting there and, you know, really inspecting it, you're watching it slowly get down to a size that you can use. As magic items
Adjust
fit
to
their
your size.
uses. Fit their users, yep. Well, it appears that we will be in need of calling a meeting of the council shortly. We appreciate your contributions, all of you, in bringing this about. Looks like we might actually turn that ceasefire into something more concrete, thanks to your efforts. Thank you.
Glad to help in any way I can. I know I wasn't a big part of it, but
You underestimate your value.
oh, there was one more thing. Before anybody leaves, I want to pull out the spider sealed or the letter with the spider seal, and show it to Benna and Avery to see if either of them recognizes the seal.
My plans may have been thwarted.
That is, I have, the DMs in the group recognize this face. This is the fuck.
Oh shit! Improv time!
My plans may have been thwarted.
That's a really good fucking question.
I need to roll one more. They both look over the letter, pass it to each other, and Benna is very. And Speaker Avery looks it over and just. I'm sorry, I don't recognize it myself.
I didn't think anybody would, but I thought it was at least worth a shot. It seemed kind of important.
Certainly
Well,
interesting.
Yeah.
Important enough to be coded.
Well, I don't think this one was a coded one.
This one was not
one,
coded.
It was,
No.
Someone said, I was expecting more from you. Inform me when you find the artifacts.
Okay. There were some coded messages, but
Yeah, the three that I've shown the council so far, I believe, are the only ones that were not coded.
We've also found some coded correspondence, and I have a journal that I'll be again working on decipher for. I'm familiar with at least some of the basics of his cipher, but it's evolved over the last 7 years, so I'll need to. I should be able to work it out, perhaps with some help.
Well, if you're looking for assistance in that, I would recommend speaking with Speaker Conrad. He's quite adept at such things.
I think I'm going to give him a few days, at least a little while to.
That would probably be best.
I'll find something to occupy myself while I wait.
Well, it appears that we need to, and kind of waves to one of the pages who nods and leaves, summon the rest of the council into the chambers. So,
Before we do, kind of like brings them into a close huddle. There is a very, very, very important thing we need to discuss.
Yeah.
Stage whispers, basically. The windmill that Alden was held in.
where's that banging coming from? I'm sorry. I was just very
Sorry,
confused.
My neighbor's outside playing basketball.
Oh.
It was a wizard's tower, and very old one.
How
I want
old?
to say 400 years, DM?
Older than that.
I think.
Like 5, 6?
Like 1,000?
Yeah, like really old.
Like around the age of your pet dragon.
Am I in this huddle or did?
Yeah, everyone's in the huddle.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you huddled in with Avery on your own or not.
No, everyone's in the huddle.
I'm gonna whisper to her. Does the name Lathris mean anything to you?
An excellent question. Says the DM's face.
That is not a name that is often spoken in polite company.
I can understand why.
That-
It. If you would like to roll an insight for Avery, she might be able to see that glint of something in my eye.
What's your deception?
Deception is... Where is my deception? This one, 16.
Okay.
Well, we weren't able to destroy the tower, but I may have ruined the interior before we left, but it's a wizard's I mean, you understand how difficult it might be for one to destroy one, let alone one belonging to such an individual. Looks over to Galen.
Like, what the fuck is in my peripheral vision, you dick?
Hi, Jerome.
Y'all, all of a sudden, my whole side vision was going gray as my yoga ball was slowly being shoved into my face.
For such a tall person,
He's very quiet.
Jerome's stealth must be incredibly high.
It's very
despite how
high.
large he-
It's very high. Anyway. If you wouldn't mind marking on one of the maps at some point where you've discovered such a tower, I would like to be made aware of its location.
Fair warning. 2 things. There was an owlbear in there.
All right.
in a cage in the basement, surrounded by chickens.
And a giant hole directly in front of the door.
There's a bookcase there now, but I don't know how long it'll stay there.
As well as there is a certain
Her
tome.
poker face is fading as you're speaking. It's every now and then there's just a what?
There was also, as the name Lathras implies, there is also a very bad tome that comes with that name.
Did you locate it?
No.
No.
Yes, I said that.
It's just like, that, yes, the plinth was there.
Excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. And Shari leaves.
Putting a pin in that.
Unpacking that later. No, the tome was not there.
The pedestal was, and it looked like they had gone through the room at least one time to gather what was there. I don't know if the tome was there when they arrived or not, but it was definitely not where it's supposed to be. So far, we didn't find it anywhere else in the tower. We tore up floorboards looking for things, and I'm fairly certain I didn't accidentally burn it on my way out.
That is quite a interesting discovery that you have made. If you hear any rumors of its existence, please let me know. I would like to be informed. And keep an eye on your friend. Something seems to be on her mind.
Yes.
Yes.
Several pins in that. Unpack that at some point.
Also, Bennett, if you wouldn't mind, I would like to have a discussion with you in private about something.
Fine. No. All right. No. Fine. And then she starts to walk out the door.
Whenever you're ready. Now? Okay. Fine.
What? As you're outside, it just immediately turns around.
I didn't know if anyone else. But before I do that, again, is going to look to Zinzi's. Just want to congratulate you on your new position,
Thank you.
and I have the utmost faith that you're going to do your best, and I'm proud of you.
You don't have to lie, you know that.
I very rarely lie. I'm good at it, but I very rarely do it.
That's debatable. That you'll be good at it.
I appreciate it, Galen.
And he gets a book from his bag. It's a book on advanced Sylvan. So, I gave you the basics. This is the more advanced.
Thank you.
I'll miss our lessons.
I will too.
Kind of pulls her in for gentle, but like
Mhm.
definitely
She'll
a
hug him
loving.
back.
Yeah, gentle but a loving one.
Mhm.
Apparently being called to the meeting right now. I was going to have it for later, but
Doesn't seem
in.
very patient. I take the meeting now.
Come in, Banner. And if anything else wants to do anything before this talk, they can do now. Okay. Just making sure. I have a proposition to make you.
Speak.
Now that everything is underway with the peace, I would like to throw my hat in the ring as a potential advisor to you. Because I've seen both sides, and something tells me you're going to need some help. And something also tells me that you are not a fan of paperwork.
Oh, fuck, I didn't think of that part.
You have no idea the legislation and litigation that's going to come through to your desk.
Did you really think I'd let you go off that easily? You're stuck with me.
To my detriment or to my benefit?
That's up to you.
But I imagine other people will probably want this job, so throw my hat in the ring.
You may have to work with a few other people.
Who did you have in mind?
You'll be fine. She just starts walking towards the council courthouse.
But I don't know you that often. I don't know you that well, but at the same time, I still don't trust
You'll
that
be
fact.
fine.
I'm sure I trust you, but okay. Just think about it. If you fuck me over, then all the paperwork is yours.
And she walks off to the courthouse, soon followed by, as the pages have hit, as you're standing outside, you see the pages have head to the other offices, and you see different members of the Birdfolk Council, papers in hand, heading towards the courthouse. Those who are inside see that Speaker Avery is also gathering her papers, looks to you all and smiles. As soon as this business is concluded, then perhaps we can give you a proper thank you for all that you have done. In the meantime, it appears I need to take part in some legislation.
As you have one to do. In the meantime, we shall raise a glass to peace. hopefully last in peace.
Only one way to find out. And she heads out. Shari, where'd you go?
I did actually go to try and find a bathroom, but I rolled a 2+2 for investigation to try and find one here. So I'm just kind of wandering around, I guess, looking for a bathroom. As my mind races and tries to figure out what the hell just happened.
Two things. Roll a wisdom save.
Will do. 7 plus 7. Natural 20 plus 7.
Natural 20 plus 7. All right. You are able to push through that fog in your mind. And you are not bothered by any encroaching memories that could have been in your way. But you rolled a 4 to find a bathroom.
Yep.
You've walked into the jail. You're looking for a bathroom and you see a small little finch in like the perch guard armor sitting behind a desk, and he just looks up at you.
Can I help
I'm
you?
So terribly sorry. I'm looking for the bathroom.
It's not here.
Obviously. Would you mind
Out the
pointing me in
door
right
to
direction?
the right, 3 doors down, take a left.
Right, thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
And I follow those instructions and kind of clean myself off in the bathroom and just kind of sit for a minute.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything as you are ushered out of Speaker Avery's office and into the thoroughfare of the Council Plaza?
Once the council has like gone up the stairs, Gerald's going to well, got a couple places to stop by, but I will see you all back at the house. I think we could all be due for a nap, but I'm gonna get some stuff done before I face planted in my bed or the couch, whichever I land on first. He's going to very silently slip away.
All right. We haven't heard anything from Chonga or Rivia. Do you two have something that you want to do with the rest of your day?
Same, girl. Maybe we could hang out together.
Oh, do you want
We'll
to
do
get
that.
tea?
Go tea? You know what? I think I would love some tea.
Good. And I can slurp up some nectar a little bit, so I'm in a bit of a mood for that.
Gwen, as
Ready
you've
to-
appeared in this, and you hear the call of tea, what are you doing? You are muted, Brian.
He may not be around at the moment.
You might be grabbing dinner. Oh, wait.
Is he here? Is she there? What?
Who's here?
What is Hi everyone. Also,
Hi.
I heard
Do you need a recap?
legislation and I instantly like got angry. So
You heard what?
legislation and I was like, ugh.
You
Y'all
need a slight
don't have to deal with that part. I'm specifically
Yes.
not inviting you to the council chamber, so you don't have to hear that part.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Do you
I
need
also
a slight recap?
no, I heard tea. That's all.
I'm good. I heard tea.
Yeah. So everyone's kind of doing their own thing, and Changa and Rivia don't really have any ambitions today. So we were like, "Hey, yo, we should go out for tea and hang out." So
Did I hear somebody say tea? My tea alarm went off.
Yes, we were thinking about having some tea together.
You know, there's this lovely little tea shop that I saw somewhere in the trees. That they had something called a pearl they put in it. And some of their teas are sweet, some have milk, some are not tea at all, some are entirely tea.
oh,
Perhaps-
interesting.
Sounds delightful.
Yes,
I would
why-
gladly go.
we should check it out. It
Let
sounds
us go. Yes,
delightful.
let's go.
We'll go get tea.
Going for tea.
You three run off to tea. Is anyone joining the brigade heading towards tea? Zinzies?
Lindsay's.
I will as well.
Galen? Alright. It's a tea party minus the two broody ones.
Ooh. I'm not broody. I'm just going through some shit, okay?
It's okay. You can process.
Mom, you don't
will use
understand
that.
my vibe.
It's
It
not a
wasn't
phase,
a
Mom.
phase. It was a chemical imbalance. I needed medication. I
Aggressively
chimed
play-
in with, "Haven't you people ever heard of?"
Or
the-
or aggressively playing the Batman
hit hard.
soundtrack.
Oh yes. Alright, so we go get tea.
Alright.
We'll all get our brews and try the boba. I
Mm,
know what
Boba.
you're letting on to. I know what you're
it's
letting on to.
delightful.
I'm gonna get a taro flavored, so it's purple, very on brand.
Alright, alright.
And with my moth mouth that may or may not exist, it's fine. Don't question it.
I believe
Try
it's
some.
called
Don't moth have proboscis as well.
it's proboscis, dear.
You've got your own built-in straw.
Hibiscus in your proboscis.
That's right. That's it, isn't it? Yeah. Built-in straw. Oh god. She has the drink. It has the little seal over it. Tongue just goes out.
It's just bounce off the plastic, and then whoa-bam!
Mm. That right there is just unsettling.
No, I'm just remembering that goth chick on TikTok who always has like the aggressive positivity videos after she stabs a cup of boba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's what we're going for. But moth
That is-
straw.
100% my vibe right now.
Mothra? More like moth straw.
Amazing.
I'm gonna take 2d6 pun damage on that one.
Just giving it to yourself.
We're
Yeah.
here all week, everybody.
Womp.
Changa is gonna turn to the Birdman that she hasn't really properly met and go, "So, you are a person?"
Oh yes, no. I don't believe we've been formally introduced.
That's funny.
Review as well.
Oh yeah, Rivia, yes.
I'm Galen, a old friend of Gerald's and Zinzi's and Gwen's. I've been somewhat on a diplomatic mission for a while and decided to lend a helping hand.
Oh, a diplomat. Oh my goodness. Fancy.
Glad to have you back,
you-
dear.
You have wings. But you're not like the other winged folk here.
No, I'm I'm kind of in the in between. You see, like, all of his feathers have it's Galen is a raven gorgon.
Right.
So it for the most part is black, but has this very nice, almost like pearlescent bismuth sheen when the light hits. And well, no, slight backstory. I was a part of the coalition before Berna was in charge. We don't talk about the previous man in charge.
We don't talk about the coalition.
Oh no.
The
Right,
we-
right. Okay, I accept that.
and
By the way, just so you guys know, the tea shop that you found is called the Jackal's Jasmine.
How dare you?
Is
How
that a-
dare you make
Do you
me
mean
cry?
the Jasmine Jackal?
I like the Jackal's
I just-
Jasmine. It's
I
a
think
reference
they're
to our
cute.
friend Brian.
Yeah.
Oh,
Love it.
that's sweet.
Welcome.
Oh, so cute. Oh.
So in GKC, there's a tea shop that springs open called the Jasmine Jackal,
Jackal.
after Florma leaves.
So this one is the Jackal's Jasmine. So I just flipped them.
It's a
I love it.
subsidiary.
It's appropriate. I
Yeah.
imagine an actual jackal
Look.
would run the shop.
look, I didn't play this game to be fucking heartbroken. Okay.
Yeah, Sarah, what the hell?
Oh, God damn it.
I gotta figure.
Brian's watching
Anyway.
from the afterlife,
I'm
just going.
literally sitting. I'm literally sitting here looking at my
Oh.
elephant. All right, I couldn't not.
Yeah, that's fair.
Hold on. Anyway.
Anyway,
Anyways,
Hey, nobody sing
right.
the song. Nobody
cute little
sing the
animals.
we don't talk
Animals.
at the
Drinking tea. It's adorable.
coalition. I was gonna say, go back to my train of thought. You don't. Okay. Yes, I noticed you're quite a unique color from the other ones. I've met some other winged creatures who have your sort of palette, but I haven't been like very personal. It's a very lovely sheen that you have to your feathers. Is that what they are?
Yes, they're yeah, in fact, he goes to one of his under feathers and just yeah.
She takes it, and then like all of her hands start to like look at it, and then like turn it. She's very fascinated. She pulls out like some tools and then starts like really examining it. She's like, "My goodness, nobody's ever given me this courtesy before."
I don't do it often. Ow. And Galen turns to Rivia. It's a pleasure to meet you also.
Yes, it is a pleasure to meet you as well. I'm sorry that we found you in kind of a sorry state. But I'm glad that you're okay, and I'm glad that you are with us.
Likewise.
Yes,
I'm sorry, Tiaga.
It
Did
is
you
a
just
pleasure
like
that-
the feather?
it's clean.
She
Uh,
still thinks it tastes weird.
Just had to clarify.
It's clean, but one thing that Galen always manages to do is keep himself nice and clean, and always looking presentable. Galen's robes are of a purple and blue ensemble with a gold trim.
We have a bird of fashion here. All right, purple vibes. Chang'e, she's a Chinese Lunamoth, but so she's got like green and like pink colors, but she wears like a lavender, almost midnight blue, Hanfu style. So we got the purple and blue vibes.
Chang'e and Rivia, what's your passive perception?
Via's
good question.
passive perception is 18.
Where? I know where this is. Aha! 13.
Chang'e, you might not, but Rivia, every now and then you see movement underneath the robes. And occasionally you hear a little And just, well, it's a pleasure to meet you both. Hope to make your, continue making your acquaintance. And
I was
Oh my
about
god,
to
his heart
ask
is
you.
exploding.
No, I don't think it's exploding, but I was about to say something around your heart area is moving and growling.
that's sun-kissed. It's okay. They're friends. You can come out. And out pops a little pseudo dragon. A little red-scaled pseudo dragon.
Between the fluff of Changa's hair comes this mechanical gold and green mantis dragon.
This is sun-kissed. He's a little bit shy around newish people, and considering we're in a bit of a bad place, he gets very skittish.
Is it alive?
Yes, of course. And kind of
Did
gives a
you
little.
pick
No, I found this long story. I found this stuffed dragon toy in a cave, and I don't know, felt a connection to it, and after taking care of it, and it was weird. I could connect with it telepathically, and like on an emotional level, and a week later, out comes Sunkist.
So this is your creation.
It's not my creation, no. The Sunkist is actually quite old, but
But you
he's
gave
my.
it life.
In a sense, but he's been my big companion ever since, and he's lovely. He loves under chin scratches, like if you get him like right here and underneath.
He is absolutely adorable, and I don't know what to do. He's so cute.
Go and say hello, and it kind of flutters to both of you, like just hovering, like in front, just curiously.
I would die for this thing.
Emerald, the little mantis dragon, starts to like mimic wherever it shifts.
And you made this?
Yes, this is my newest creation, Emerald. Designed after some mythological creatures of my home country. Isn't it magnificent? It's sort of my magnum opus at the moment.
You know, I think I have a little brother named Cass, and he is super intelligent. I'm sure that he would absolutely love to see this creature that you've made. This is incredible.
Which one, the mechanical one or the fuzzy one?
No, the mechanical one. She's
The
talking
mechanical
to
one.
she's talking to Changa.
Okay. Well, thank you. It took quite a lot of studying and trying to find the materials.
Oh, I'm sure.
I'm just interested between the parallels of mechanical creature, which is sort of that's not a word, Sela.
Yes, it is.
Articulously.
Yeah, it's a word.
Articulately?
Articulately. That's the word. Articulately.
Intricately?
Is something
Words,
that
honey.
neither of us can do.
Words.
It's made with precision compared to this fuzzy
Intricate.
creature that you have.
Intricate.
Intricately, as we mean.
Intricately.
Yeah. Made compared to this fuzzy creature that you have.
Oh, it's not fuzzy. It's like a fully scaled, like mini dragon. It's not.
I thought you said it was fuzzy.
It started off
This
as a
is-
fuzzy toy, and then it's now a fully scaled pseudo dragon.
That's what my brain caught on to. Your fleshy thing.
Well, hardly fleshy. Like the scales are tough, but for some reason, like
It's a meat creature.
Yes, it's flesh.
Flesh. Meat.
Oh, speaking of which, I need to feed. I need to feed him. Sunkist takes out like dried rations and like in a split second just.
Good idea, I've got you. Zinzis and I were just getting finger sandwiches.
Oh, Zenzi's has like cheeks stuffed full of sandwiches now.
And I brought some for the rest of us.
Oh, thank you very much.
Rivia has ordered like a rose tea.
Ooh, yes.
Galen's gone with a
If
good
they
old
have
fashioned Earl Grey.
tiramisu boba tea, that is what Zinzi gets.
Yes.
Galen's gone for the classic Earl Grey with a slice of Battenberg.
Ooh, yes.
I'll say grand
Even-
total, everything cost you only about like 3 gold. Because y'all are getting fancy.
Okay.
Yeah, Gwen's getting a jasmine jackal, which I assume has just black boba, jasmine tea, and a little bit of milk or half and half.
Mm-hmm.
And then yeah, she'll pass out vegetarian sandwiches. She got a couple. They're like little flutes of nectar for Changa. Yeah, and then yeah, there's some of the finger sandwiches are like cucumber, and some of them are prosciutto, and some of them are like peanut butter. So there's just a variety for everybody when she passes them out. And she's gonna hold one out for the little dragon. It's so good to see you again, dear.
Oh, the Sunkist snatches them up like that.
Mm.
Because if I... hold on.
Yes, you do need to feed your pseudo dragon. Otherwise, he goes back to his stuffed
Yep.
pseudo or stuffed dragon. You need to
Because
feed
they're-
him and speak with him every day, or he goes.
Yep.
He reverts back.
Yeah, he has a flying speed of 60, so he fast.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, other than that, Galen's just enjoying tea and the conversation, and just because he'll click his fingers and then materializes a albino red-eyed raven. And this is Felix. He is my familiar.
It looks like you, but not. It looks like you, but not.
Yes. Sunkist and Felix like to play.
Is
This is my creation. This is created by magic. While Sunkist is created by happenstance.
what? She's just very confused how there's like a sentient, like you are a sentient bird and then this bird is smaller and she doesn't know if that's a person or how that rule works.
There are your typical, fauna in the forest that are not humanoids. So you've
Right.
seen like squirrels, chipmunks,
I think she's just always confused by it.
she just always thought they were children running through the forest unsupervised, and no one's corrected her this whole time.
She just assumed that everything was a conscious person.
While this conversation is happening, I'm gonna jump over to Gerald real quick, and then we'll jump down to Shari. So Gerald,
Yes.
I know, but I need you to say it. Where are you going?
This question, where am I going first? With this session, I think going down is what I'm doing this session. Having a meeting.
Having a meeting? Maybe I don't know what you're doing.
I was gonna go talk to some people about some opportunities, and then do the other things in my session.
Gotcha. Okay. If you're talking about those opportunities, that was not necessarily going to be a session thing. We were just going to like summarize those things
Okay.
that you're working on. I thought you wanted to talk to Vernon, who you do not have the name of in the jail cell. That's what I thought you wanted to do.
Yes, that conversation. That is the conversation. Yeah. I was like, which one? Yeah, that's the conversation.
Yeah. Everything else that you're doing during that 11-month period
Was
is
included,
yeah, it's just going to be summarized, and then you have your story. But that stuff, we're not going to run through tonight. It'll take forever.
Yeah. Don't want to do that. So yes, he's going to go to the jail.
All right. So you are greeted with the same little Finch in his uniform that that Shari was while looking for the restroom. And I'll actually say, you know what?
I was gonna say, do we pass each other?
I was gonna say, yes, you know what? Shari, you are like, oh, sorry, and turn around as Gerald's coming in.
Excuse me, and I just kind of rush back, kind of cover my face a bit, and I go do what I did in my little blip.
I have so many pins I have to put in that. Moving on. I'll get to it eventually. Yes, here he comes up to the bench. I'd like to visit with a particular prisoner.
Who are you looking to see?
There's I don't think he's actually given up his name yet, but the raptor that was involved in the Sergeant Alden incident.
Make a persuasion check.
26.
26? Can't say he'll be a good conversationalist. And he just gets up from behind the desk and leads you down the cells. It's the same cell he was before. However, this time, you see as you look in, he has been shackled to the wall. Looks like he hasn't given up. And this is what they've come up with. But he's not even looking up.
He just looks in at him a moment and then smiles at Finch. Thank you. Grabs a chair and pulls it in front of the cell. Sit down. There's meetings happening. I can feel it.
Maybe.
Anyway.
I will put it in the Humblewood group chat just so you can all revel in this.
Think about what you say. Enjoy me.
Why does it work?
That's good. I
For
love
those
that.
in the chat who want context, somebody took Khonshu, Mark Spector, and Stephen Grant and drew them in the style of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. With Marcy and Mandy, Stephen being Billy, and Khonshu being Grim Reaper.
It fits so well.
I'm sending that to Jerome.
It's the greatest thing I've ever fucking seen.
Oh my god. I'm going to share that with my Discord group.
Yes, share with everybody. Everybody must see. Okay,
So you pull up a chair.
pull up a chair. Sit down. Much to your displeasure, I have returned, as I said I would. Got him back, mostly in one piece. I see hospitality isn't something he raised you all on. I'm not exactly surprised. Didn't raise me on it either. I did have some more questions, nothing particularly pertinent to plans or secrets. A couple of names, really, is all I want. I got one, rather large lad. I believe Alden said his name is Domitus. Fitting. The other is a small strig. Couldn't be more than 15. What was the third one? The other one was a Corvum, right? Or did you just use a Corvum as the model?
I used the Corvum as the model. I believe. I know who that was. Let me double check my character sheet. In my pile of deactivated. He was a Corvum.
Yeah. And a Corvum. I believe, given some context clues that I found, the lovable owlbear downstairs belonged to him. Wasn't involved in the fight. It probably would have done a number on us in that small space, but I just need his name and the girl's in particular.
He doesn't say anything. He's not even looked up in your direction.
To say your dedication is, it would be admirable, be inspiring, even. Unfortunately, it is simply here disappointing. It was all very disappointing. I expected more from you. More. As he says that, his voice changes to sound. It's not Barnabas's voice, but it has that tone. Like, it's Gerald's voice, but in the tone of Barnabas. Like he's taking off a mask and his voice is changing.
Okay.
I wonder, which room was yours? You all had such lovely, personalized rooms, your own knickknacks, your own secrets. I was particularly a fan of the young Corvum's room covered in owlbear feathers. I made sure to throw in a few chickens before we left. I couldn't figure out how to get it out of there without being mold, so I'm sure we'll come back for it. You're probably curious, at least a little bit, why I want their names. Because they're dead.
Make an insight check.
Ooh. 19.
He still doesn't look up. And he's still pretty distant from you, so it's hard to tell. But you hear the slightest twitch in the chains at that. And if you look in, he's, like I said, he still hasn't looked up, so you can't see it in his eyes, but you can see, like, he's trying to, his talons are balling into a fist, and
He's getting angry. see. It's transpiring events. They almost got us with the fireball trap. I, myself, and a couple others fell down into the underground where dear Domitus and his little helper were waiting for us. They fought admirably. Domitus was quite a pain in my ass. Took a chunk out of my side, actually. But I killed him. I actually felt bad for the girl. She couldn't be more than 15, but clever. Made him even bigger during the fight. Which I don't think was entirely necessary, but she was clever. I'm not quite sure what happened to your Corvum friend up the top. But if he was stuck in between a couple of my friends, I imagine. It seemed mostly blade wounds. He must have gotten up close and personal. The, I suppose, leader amongst you had Holden by the throat with a blade. I think I saw him jump over the gap and abandon the rest after a certain point. I think the other two others teleported out. And then there's the ever mysterious Shyla, who I do remember. She was there with some feisty feline in a hood, and they made their own escape.
Still doesn't say anything.
He sort of glances, makes sure like the guards are like watching him do it gently, and he takes a couple things down. He sets down a dagger. He sets down the hand axe, and he sets down the little charm that the Corvum made out of the owlbear feathers. I took a few keepsakes. About as good as they're going to get as far as a tombstone, considering I burned their bodies. And their rooms, and your room, everyone else's room. I couldn't burn down the tower. It would have been preferable. And aside from the owlbear, I burned everything else. $11 of you. Maybe 12.
Not
That is
reacting.
a lot. Seeing your particular predicament, you've been causing them trouble. It's expected. Still trying to die, little brother. Still trying to make sure they can't take any secrets from you. Or is it because you know if he finds you here, death is the least of your problems? I suppose they're all some questions, but he taps his talon on over the three objects. All I want is their names. It may not make sense to you, but I want to give them a proper burial, as best as I can.
Roll persuasion at disadvantage.
Disadvantage. Okay. Good. That's okay. Disadvantage didn't hurt me too much that time. 24. I rolled a 16 and a 15.
Okay. He's not speaking right now.
Tough egg to crack. I never actually asked you your name. I'm sure they have multiple times. I would like to know. Because eventually they're going to slip up. Eventually you're going to find a way. And eventually I'll come to visit you and you'll be dead. You know, if I could get away with it, which given what we just did, I might be able to walk. I could do it. Quick jab inside where they won't see right away. Nice and slow, not too painful. Better than the poison plan. Stuff tastes terrible, doesn't it? He'll like put the axe and the dagger away and sort of keep hold of the owl feather. It is curious. Keeping Alden, all this plan involving you and Alden was so important, and they were going to be so intent, making sure we couldn't complete our mission. Why did they send so few? All 11. And it's real trouble. Either you overestimated them, or underestimated us. I wonder what you could have done if you were there. You would actually manage to escape. Do you think you could have saved them? Your brother, sister.
Roll another insight check.
Ooh, I like that. That's 28.
28. As you're looking in, he still hasn't looked up. He's still not speaking, but you can see that anger has shifted to a grief. He's completely tuned you out. He is just... He's mourning. Which is probably not what you were expecting.
Not entirely. Bill looks at him, sees him. You won't believe me. I don't even know if you're listening anymore. But I'll be doing the same. I never knew them. Hell, they tried to kill me. But to me, they are. And you are. My siblings. Because it's the only way I can rationalize it. I will mourn them as I will mourn you. And someday I will avenge them. Not by killing myself or my friends, no. I'll kill Father. I'll make sure no one has to go through what we did. No more kids like us have to grieve each other because of one man's selfishness. I'm guessing they like, if they I think he's gonna call the guy back and ask him to open the cell.
He's not going to open the cell. He's not. I'm telling you now. They're not going to do that.
He's probably already mauled someone. No, this guy's deadly and dangerous. We don't know.
Y'all been gone for 2 weeks, and last time you were here, he nearly killed himself.
Yeah.
So he's not opening this
Likewise.
out.
Yeah. All right, skipping that. He will sort of step up to the bars, sort of rest his head against them, looking down at the floor. A tear sort of runs down his face. I will at least start with Dante's. I will sing a song for him worthy of a warrior. The other two, when you're ready. We can mourn together at some point. For now, I'll let you do it. Something we never learned how to do. I'm sorry. He starts to turn away. Sort of sets down. He starts to, and he reaches in, and he knows they're going to take it away at some point. But he sets down the feather, the charm, into the bars. Sort of like, if there's, I don't think there's anything like, it's only just him and the bars and the shadow. I don't think he has a bed anymore.
He's sitting against it. Like he's sitting
Oh,
on
so
it, and then he's, restrained.
Actually, I could probably use.
But he's like 20 feet back. 15 feet back, I
I
think.
could probably. It's more like of a sort of wibbly wobbly. Could I use prestidigitation to sort of float? So using the breeze to like float the feather charm, like
Because it's on a necklace, it's not gonna. If it was a free floating feather,
I
then
didn't
sure.
know.
But it's a charm. It's not like a free feather. It's not
he's
gonna
going to take it and basically he's going to find like something like on the outside of the cell, like a loose rock, and he's going to hang it to where you can see.
Okay.
I'll come back for this when you're ready to tell me his name. Get some rest.
As you start to walk away, and you can no longer see him in his cell, make a perception check with disadvantage.
Ooh. Hey! Lucky murder die. Disadvantage perception?
Yeah.
That is, thankfully,
And an insight check.
and
Both.
Dirty 20 perception. And is the insight also at disadvantage?
No.
Okay. Ooh. And a 25 for insight.
Okay. You are able to hear very quietly and to himself. He just mutters, Rosaline Forest. But from that insight check, going back is not a good idea.
No, he's not. He sort of pauses as he hears him talking. He says, but it's not vocally, but he's Varst?
Forest.
And he takes a pad of paper and writes those names down, glances back, and then exits. He goes up, he goes to the guy, let him in, sort of looks back. I put a charm far out of his reach on the outside of the cage, on the outside of the cell. Leave it there. He can't reach it. It's not going to help him do anything. It's
Make a persuasion check.
yay. That's a persuasion of 27.
He just kind of nods.
Thank you.
And we are going to jump over to Showery.
Oh.
Showery, what have you been doing?
Well, once she gets into the bathroom, quick question: is it lit with lanterns and such, or?
It's you're in the council plaza. It's relatively decorated here. It's nice.
Okay. Well, because what I wanted to do was actually dim the lanterns when I walked in with my thaumaturgy, if they were there. But when I come in to the bathroom, I'm gonna stand at the sink, just kind of stare at myself for a moment, and she starts thinking, "What? Why are they able to do this? Why are they there?" And then her thoughts just start racing 100 miles an hour and going off with dozens of different tangents, and it's starting to become a little overwhelming. And she turns on the water. She splashes herself with some cold in the face with some cold water. She tries to breathe. She's gonna dim the lights if that's a thing. Otherwise, she's just gonna lean really close into the mirror and just kind of try and look through herself. See behind the eyes.
Make a perception check.
Cool. Perception's +4. Modify 20. Dirty 20.
You don't see anything besides yourself here.
Why?
Make a religion check.
Okay. Where's my +2? 13.
Yeah, I'll take it. As you're staring and your mind starts to race, you see flitting in through the window a small blackbird that just kind of perches nearby
Okay.
and just kind of stares at you, hops a couple times.
I'm gonna roll to see if I'm gonna pay any attention to it. I am not paying any attention to it. I'm focused. I rolled a 2.
Okay.
I'm gonna be more focused on myself. It's in my periphery, but I'm not like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Mine's just going off on my role in the world. What happened the night of the storm, following days, why I was spared, why this is happening, just why? And she's getting so frustrated with herself.
You hear a voice tear through your inner thoughts that just says, "You are in turmoil."
The sass comes out. Well, no shit, Sherlock.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
A natural 20 again. +7.
Swearing at the gun.
That is the, what, 5th nat 20 in this session alone?
I think that's my 3rd total.
Yeah, you had one.
You've
Earlier.
gotten
I'm sorry,
3,
I
I've
think
gotten
five.
1, and Galen has gotten 1. That's
Mhm.
Okay,
5
so it's
total
5
tonight.
total.
5 total.
Yeah. When you say that, do you like turn or are you?
No, it's more in my head. I was expecting one of the other. I'm assuming it's not one of them, but
No.
one of the other voices to say that.
But this voice
I
was
guess-
much calmer, much more peaceful.
I'm going to take a moment and just kind of attempt to gather myself.
Do you close your eyes?
Yes.
When you open them, you find yourself in that darkened space once more. With that dusk-like sky, the open field, and the single small tree sporting a small blackbird.
I fucked up, didn't I?
This is not on you.
Feels like it should be. The one with all of the responsibilities. Or so Kasuf says.
When faced with unknown trials, you can only do the best that you are capable of, and you have shown me that you have done that. These trials turn to be more taxing than expected.
Indeed. I feel like the cat that has gotten too much curiosity.
Curiosity is not to be punished.
I feel
You see
that's
that
right.
slight flame flicker on the back of the neck of that blackbird that gives you that remnant of your god. Curiosity has consequences, not punishment.
These are some scary consequences. I don't understand them, I guess, so
So then strive to understand them.
I do. But the more I try, the more they're there. And I'm not sure. She takes a very shaky, deep breath.
You might find that what you need is not here, but where you began. Speak with Kasuf.
That is a good idea. She swallows hard. It's been a while since I've seen him. I should check in. Let him know how much I've grown. How much I've seen. Thank you for coming. I was afraid I was overloading there. Give me an
Something has
anchor.
attached to your mind, and something else has taken interest. Let's see what we can do about that. But I cannot help you here.
I understand, I think. I think I'll go home soon.
And you blink, and you're back in that bathroom. And you hear a tiniest little tweet of the little orange-billed blackbird before it flits out the window.
And I just get a huge smile on my face and take a comforting breath. And I've got this. You can do this, Shari. And I will clean myself up and head out the hall and then start heading back towards Avery's office. And about halfway there, I'm like, you know, it's been a while. And I'll grab my necklace. I'm like, hi guys. I'm done doing my. I'm sorry. Where are y'all?
Did you poop?
I was pooping.
Are you pooping?
Are you pooping?
Well, not anymore, dear.
I'm glad that you pooped. We're currently at the not the Jackson Jekyll, that
The
Jackal's
a
Jasmine.
Monster
Jackal's
High
Jasmine.
character. Yeah.
I'll
I can't
go
say
ahead
it.
and.
We're at a tea shop. There's a jackal and a jasmine flower on it. They got this weird pearl tea and there's sandwiches.
It's really
You know,
good.
that sounds very lovely. I will meet up with you shortly.
Okay.
We'll see you soon. I'm glad you got to poop.
Thank you, Auntie.
Get friends who will support you pooping.
Honestly, though.
Yes.
You got this.
Although I do remind my friends before I end calls with them, don't shit yourself.
Good
Well,
good
pooping
advice.
is fine. Shitting yourself is not.
Yeah.
No, it's not. And I'll head out of the council chambers and I'll cast locate creature on Changa
Okay.
and follow the blips.
All right.
Fair.
Gerald, I'm assuming that you just went off to go do what you needed to do. We only have a couple minutes left.
Yeah, he's gonna go off. He's gonna. Cause he got to miss the pooping. story.
Yeah, because you still have
No,
the
you
other
heard-
necklace.
Oh,
No, he
that's
because
right.
I-
He didn't.
I am currently undetectable.
Right.
and
You missed the poop conversation.
I don't think Galen has a necklace either. So Galen just
Or
hears.
just watching.
I would've
So
as we're
Galen
all
just
like,
hears Zinzi's go.
No,
Did you poop?
no. I would have given him one on the trek back because I have
Oh my
4.
God.
Actually, yeah.
Okay.
Honestly,
We'll say that you've
So-
been given one. Whether you decided to
Yeah.
attune to it is your own.
yeah, I could have given him one.
Zinzi's forgets that this acts like message, so she doesn't have to vocally speak. She just pulls her necklace up close and goes, "You poop?"
You get a couple funny stares from random people in the bar or in this tea shop.
So wait, if this works like message, do we have a certain amount of characters that we have to?
It's
Message is unlimited as long as we're in range.
Okay.
it's how many like minutes per
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
I have 10
Okay.
minutes per day.
It's
is
like-
what you told me originally.
Yeah, it's like a limited time call. It's like limited calls. It's your call card.
Okay.
Yeah.
You have limited minutes.
Fair.
Yeah, we have 10 minutes on the party line per day. All right. So Galen, I'm gonna mark off my sending stone pendant. So you have 1 sending stone pendant.
As we come and bring this session, which is the last session before the hiatus, to a close. After a while, as you guys are enjoying your evening now, a page comes by, looking ragged, like he's been tearing through this town trying to fucking find you guys, and presents a small envelope with a seal on it to Galen, and 1 to Zinzi's.
Opens it.
Zinzies, do you open yours?
Does
Wait,
anything
wait,
rattle
wait, wait,
inside
wait.
of it?
It's good. It's clean.
Check for anthrax.
No. Make a percent now.
Look, I just watched the Anthrax episode on Criminal Minds. Don't.
That one's a heartbreaker.
Dude,
Nope.
also the fucking episode of Sherlock where Watson just fucking opens an envelope and you see powder fall on. I'm like, dude! You could have just gotten poisoned!
Yep.
I opened the envelope.
Zinzies, yours is a formal invitation into a leadership role with the Woodland Brigade, and a opportunity within the coming days to create your office in the council plaza that you will be sharing with the lieutenant in charge of the perch guard, where the two of you will be working in tandem in creating a more, it's kind of like Army and Navy
this is the
liaisons.
start of a buddy cop movie.
It's kind of like Army Navy liaisons. Like you just kind of have to accept the fact that you're both there. And that's what your letter is.
Okay.
Galen, yours is written by Benna. It just says, it was a success. You're needed.
The utmost eloquence.
I was gonna say, is that it? It's like, yeah,
That's
you're
it.
in.
That's it.
He like turned over the page like, no, that's fucking it.
They'll just like check a watermark. No, that's
A
doesn't
coffee
mince
stain?
words.
Did you write this on a napkin?
Well, I just got a new job.
So did I.
Oh, how lovely.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
Are they- Are they related?
Did you join the Woodland Brigade, Galen?
No, I'm an official advisor to Brenna for the basically, I do the paperwork for Brenna when it comes to
Benna.
It is 4 a.m. Leave me alone.
You love throwing R's in
Wrong
random-
campaign. Wrong campaign.
Um,
This is my own fault because Brenna is my character's NPC in a different campaign, and Benna is the one provided by the Book of Humblewood.
So I'm Benna's advisor for the coming, hopefully, disbanding of the coalition. And I now work for the government, basically.
Respect.
My condolences.
Oh. Two different actions. Oh, respectable position. My condolences.
No, that's apt considering Galen's desk by the end of his fucking one shot. Creak. Oh, literally, I have
one piece of paper on it, and you just hear it.
Literally, I have a sort of that there was a stack of everything that's gone in and a small stack that everything's gone out.
And every now and then, the other advisor goes, "Hey, look!" And then your pile gets bigger.
Galen's just like, come on.
Okay,
Why
thank
can't you just make a second pile over on that side? Just make a second. It's gonna fuck.
if this, they are both in order. Everything's where it needs to be. Don't mess with it. Oh, just need to take something from the middle of the pile. No!
You know she does. Frequently.
After the session, I will tell everyone who his
Mm-hmm. That's
partner
up to
is
you.
because it's gonna be fucking hilarious.
Anyway,
Yeah.
you two have been given your orders that in the coming days you will be moving on. Showery, you've also been given your task
Have.
by your god.
Indeed, I have.
None of y'all know where Gerald is. He's just fucking gone.
I mean, I let them know last I saw him. He was in the I ran into him at the prison, I guess.
And for all you
Jail.
know, he stayed there.
Would not surprise me.
And you've come to the realization that there are big changes coming for this group. In the coming days, you're not going to be traveling around together as much as things have changed in the wood. Your original purpose for gathering is being resolved. And you have time to do what you need to do. And that is where we will pick up with the one-shots. We've already got 2 recorded. We've got a few to go. I've got 1 mostly written, and then like 2, 3. I got all 3. I got like a great. It's here. It is
You
here.
have the idea. It is there.
I just need to move it through.
Mm-hmm.
So reach out with me. May sucks for weekends, so we'll see what happens.
Right.
But yes, thank you for everyone who decided to watch. Thank you all for playing. I hope you had a good time. I thought this was a nice wrap up instead of the
Yeah.
rush that we had.
Yeah, I really enjoyed tonight.
We ended in a little tea shop. That's iconic.
Yeah.
I hope everyone had a great time, and thank you all for joining us. We will see you when we see you, I guess.
Next time.
Next time.
Next time,
Next time.
Dragon Ball Z.
And
Oh.
there's my mouse.
I'll be right back.
The problem with
Yeah.
dual monitors.
Don't forget
Where
to
the fuck
grab
is
the
my
right
mouse?
mouse.
Not just that, but because it's a Logitech cheap ass thing, it doesn't always recognize my mouse. So I have to have my mouse all the way on this half of the desk.
Yeah.
Not this one.
Oh, by the way, something I wanted. I think I talked in.
We're
the
just
group
gonna
before.
real quick, we're just gonna finish the closeout. Thank you all for joining us. We'll see you later.
Bye.
Bye.